Here's your playlist for the evening: theater for your ears. Grease, It's the Word in Silver Bay, and fresh acoustic music from Preston Gunderson.
Funding for the playlist is provided by the citizens of Minnesota through the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
We've got a great show for you tonight, filled with art, theater, and live music. First up is Preston Gunderson. He's here with his guitar and a sweet set of music. Please welcome Preston Gunderson to the playlist.
Happy to be here. And first of all, I want everyone at home to sing a little bit with me, if all the fellas would. It's something simple. It's just a little ooh-in. So we'll go like this. Then all the girls go like this. And then I'm going to give you the signal, and we're all going to sing, and the signal is this. So have some fun with it. The song is called Accidental Love Letters. You know I'm scared of what you'll find if you unlock, untwist, uncage my mind. You're breaking my whole world apart with these walls I've built around my heart. My eyes betray my secret soul and leave me waiting out in the cold. Every moment comes back to you, and baby, I can't hide it. I'm falling. Hey, 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 not a single word I write to you could say it any better. My heart and soul spill out to you, yeah, in accidental love letters. Accidental love letters. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My lips are under lock and key, but I can't deny the truth. All my accidental love letters were always written to you. I'm guarding my heart in my hands. You give it time and I will let it go. This is my heart's last stand. I love you and I thought you should know. Yeah, baby, I thought you should know. Not a single word I write to you could say it any better. My heart and soul spilled out to you, yeah, in accidental love letters. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not a single word I write to you could say it any better. My heart and soul spilled out to you in accidental letters. The accidental love letters.
More music from Preston and a little conversation coming up in just a few minutes. Our next guests are instigators of creative and entertaining radio theater. After a hit debut in Hibbing last fall, the Great Northern Radio Show is gearing up for its second live show next month. This time it's in Bemidji. The producer and host is Aaron Brown, and Iris Kaloji is one of the musicians who lends support there as well. Thank you for coming over to the playlist.
Thanks, Karen. Glad to be here.
Okay, as the instigator, Mr. Brown, tell me what the Great Northern Radio Show is all about.
The Great Northern Radio Show is music, comedy, and storytelling based in northern Minnesota. We're named for the now defunct, merged into another railroad, Great Northern Railroad, which is the railroad that fed the war machine of World War II and built the modern United States. It got all the ore off the Iron Range. And that's the spirit of our show, traveling, visiting the towns of northern Minnesota, and telling the story of the people who live there.
Okay, Iris, when he pitched this to you, I'm thinking last summer, hey, I got this great idea. We're going to do our live radio show. What did you think, and how was your experience in the first show?
I thought it was such a great idea. First, to showcase live local music, which I think is becoming more and more rare in the world we live in today. So there was just, I thought, a wonderful idea. And I think we live in such a unique culture up on the Iron Range, and to showcase that was just so much fun. I was so happy to be a part of it.
I'm happy you brought your ukulele, because
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for ukuleles, and I think they're fantastic. Give us a little taste of that sound.
See, all right. It's very cute. You can play anything on the ukulele and it sounds cute, no matter what it is. But there you go.
Awesome. So I was challenging you earlier
Yes.
about, okay, so we have this other guy who's been doing this radio show in Minnesota
I've
for a
heard of it.
while.
I've heard of it,
It's a
yeah.
guy named Garrison Keeler.
Yeah.
So tell me how Northern Radio, Great Northern Radio, is different than what you might experience on Prairie Home
Well,
Companion.
when I was down in Iowa in college, I was talking to a guy at a college function, and he was cradling a drink and asking me where I was from. And I said, I'm from northern Minnesota. I'm from a place called the Iron Range. And he goes, I got a place up there called the Granite City, right? I said, no, it's Iron Range, iron ore. And he goes, no, Granite City, I swear. Of course, he was talking about St. Cloud, which is, for a lot of people, as far north as Minnesota goes. And so the Great Northern Radio Show is it's about all of Minnesota, including northern Minnesota, the woods, the iron, the history, and the many cultures that collided. It's kind of a forgotten part of the state, and it's so interesting as a writer, as a person who follows history. You can't beat the Range and Duluth in this area for the stories. And so we're just oriented a little farther north. I think our show is paced a little faster. We have a lot more different kinds of music and shorter, faster sketches, and that's really what we're all about.
We're looking at just a couple of the pictures from
Yeah.
your first show, and those sketches look like a blast. So
A
tell
lot of
me what
fun.
we have to look forward to in this one coming up on the 7th.
Well, absolutely. Well, we've got, we're in Bemidji, and of course one of the things about the Great Northern Radio Show is we're always trying to adopt the character of the town where we are. We did the Hibbing show, and the picture you saw was of a sketch about the underground mine at Sudan, the lab down there, and there was a sarma monster that lived down at the bottom of the mine, and it was a problem. Well, in Bemidji, we're talking about the Mississippi River. We're talking about Paul Bunyan, of course. You will not think of Paul Bunyan the same way after what we do in this show.
Isn't that a little sacrilege, though?
Well,
Can you do that to Paul Bunyan?
it's the Paul Bunyan myth is part of that story over there, but he's actually kind of a controversial figure, and so Native American tribes have a different view of him than the old stories, and so what we're doing is a little different on Paul Bunyan, and so you'll meet a different kind of Paul Bunyan, and you'll I think laugh and have some fun with the old story. That's really what we do, is take a lot of the old traditional stories, old traditional music, and to take it in a modern direction, and do something different with it. That's really what we try to do.
I just have a short little time left, but I do want to touch on the music. I know Too Many Banjos is
Many
going to be
Banjos
playing
is
your
our-
show,
our
and
headliner.
Iris, you'll be playing.
Yep.
Iris is in her first show. She's a great talent, and I remember a little differently. I remember that I said I was going to do a show, and before I think the sound had emanated from my mouth, I had a call or an email from Iris wanting to be in the show because she's really a talent, and she's a great actress as well. She'll be doing some acting in this show
Yeah.
as well as singing, and really we have 8 other musical acts, Too Many Banjos, and several other singer-songwriters, lots of guitar playing, piano playing. We got a great house keyboardist, Nikolai Koivunen, which is like the perfect range name, and he's our house sound guy, and really just a tremendously talented group of people, up to 25, 30 people in this show.
And it's all live, and you can go see it, right?
That's right. Free tickets at the Chief Theater, downtown Bemidji, and we ask the people to show up by 4:30. It's 5 to 7 on April 7th, and we have a wall-to-wall great time.
Cool. All right. Well, good luck with the show, and thank you truly for coming over and filling us in.
Yeah, thanks,
Really
Karen.
nice to
Glad
hear
be
about
here.
it. Thank you. Drive safe on the way home.
That's right. A little bit of snow out there.
Yeah. And now a reminder of dates and times. The Great Northern Radio Show is at the Chief Theater in Bemidji, Saturday, April 7th. And you can be in the theater or listen in via KAXE and KBXE, public radio stations in Grand Rapids and Bemidji. And there's more information online. Okay, Grease is the word along the North Shore this spring. The Lake Superior Community Theater Company presents an over-the-top staging of Grease under the direction of Paul Diener. The company is celebrating 10 years of inspiring theater with a cast of mostly high school students this time around and a lot of community support.
Here we go, Dave. Grease, for some reason, resonates with so many people. They wanted to jump on this. This is probably the most over-the-top one we've done. And it's big. Louder! I'm Paul Diener. I'm the Executive Director of Lake Superior Community Theater. I'm the play director of our Grease musical production here in Silver Bay, Minnesota, but we perform for the whole North Shore.
Up yours, Rizzo!
Marty, when you do this, do it. Okay. You're throwing it away too much. It's up yours. Okay. We want that established right away, that this beautiful young lady has this crass side to her, all righty? Yeah. Okay. I was a pretty self-confident braggadocio kind of kid. The attitude, the outwardness, the vocalizing, big mouth was always there. So that thing to entertain or perform or shoot my mouth off was always there. Line.
Without Paul, none of this, absolutely none of this would be happening. 10.5 years ago, he put out a call and said he wanted to start a community theater, and people came out of the woodwork. He pulled all of us that thought we were settling quietly into our lifestyles and put us all back on the stage. It's truly, truly gotten better, bigger and better every year.
The guitar is the obvious signature piece. It's 1959 Fender Seafoam Green, alrighty? But then we've got the Grease Lightning car, you know, built by the Kelly High Industrial Technology class. That too is over the top.
When I first saw everything all painted and set up, I was like, this is awesome. I loved it.
Those who are at the lockers, go to the lockers now. Go to your lockers now. Do this in a rhythm. Open your lockers again. And we'll start from the left. We'll go with Baruch, and you go boom, 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 boom. When you have a lot of kids, you've got to be very clear with stage direction with them. You know, go here, do this, do that. And move your hand like you're a monster. There you go. And you've got to get them to animate, and you've got to get them to smile. Now you walk up slow. Don't do this. Okay. Walk normal, all righty? Walk like you're walking down the hall.
Paul is the funniest guy ever. He's a great director, and he makes us go over and over so we know everything, so we don't forget our parts or anything.
This is more than just a play. It's a metaphor. It's life. And you are presenting yourself to the audience, to life. This is part of your spirituality, your journey on earth. And once you fall in love with your art, it's very hard to walk away from that. And who knows, maybe it helps enhance our art up here in this part of the shore. It inspires other people to reach a little farther, dig a little deeper. And then as the applause starts to fade, what's our next move? Scene change, right?
It's really an astounding gift to the community in the North Shore that he's given us.
Sue, let's go into the next one.
Grease premieres Friday, April 13th and runs 2 weekends at the William Kelly High School in Silver Bay. Ticket information is available online at lsct.us. Now, if pink is your signature color, the County Seat Theater Company in Cloquet has you covered. They are well into rehearsals for Steel Magnolias. It's a tale of life and friendship set in a beauty salon in the South. Steel Magnolias opens April 13th at the Encore Performing Arts Center in Cloquet. There's more information at thecountyseattheater.com. Now keep in touch with the playlist in all of the arts on our website, theplaylistonline.org. You can listen to music, watch stories, and make suggestions with just a couple of clicks of the mouse. You can also follow the playlist on Facebook and Twitter for the latest updates. Now our gallery tonight features the work of master watercolorist Chenki Chi. His image of the Yacht Club comes compliments of Master Framing Gallery here in Duluth. Chi is a Duluth artist known for his delicate paintings and book illustrations, including his work on a children's book called The Old Turtle. Now, the Duluth Superior Symphony Orchestra and Minnesota Ballet are staging an interpretation of Doug Wood's classic children's tale this weekend in Duluth. Now, please welcome back Preston Gunderson with Burn the Sun.
The days grow long and the wind grows tired. He sings a sad, sad song full of empty desire. Who's to say what's right and what is wrong? Singing those songs that help you get along. Yeah, yeah. And I'll set this whole world on fire, just like your love to my heart's desire. If I could touch you the way that you touch me, I swear I burn the sun. You asked me to tell you what I know of love, and I'll tell you that I've been a fool more than once. Live and learn and find out what is true. This fire burning between me and you. Yeah, yeah. And I'll set this whole world on fire, just like your love to my heart's desire. If I could touch you the way that you touch me, I swear I burn the sun. And is it possible to live this way? And is it possible to live this way? Can we make these feelings stay? Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And I'll set this whole world on fire, just like your love to my heart's desire. If I could touch you the way that you touch me, I I swear, I'd burn the sun.
Well, Preston, welcome to the playlist.
I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
So nice for you to come and also to bring your entourage. It's very nice.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, so tell me how you guys started in music. How did this become part of who you are?
Well, it's really simple. My mom is a professional musician, and I kind of grew up just encapsulated with music. And from the early age of 3, I was in piano recitals that she did every year. And I think the first time I was doing Cruella de Vil, and I was dressed up as a little dog, and I had my nose painted. But from there on, I just loved to sing and play and perform. So
one of the things that I think is interesting and kind of fun is here you are in Duluth as a college student who came to play football.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think it's an interesting, tell me about your song inspiration, and does that any of that translate from that world, or this is parallel universes?
Well, I mean, I think they're both an outlet for emotion, and I mean, football, you can always say it's like an aggression thing, but songwriting's just always kind of been that thing that I've been able to turn to whenever, and it's just, it's a really good way to vent, and you know what, it's one of the best things to do because it's almost like having a good cry sometimes, you know, if that makes any sense. You know, you get your feelings out on the page, and maybe it's a thought, maybe it's an idea, maybe it's a real event that happened. You can express that and pair music that fits that same feeling. So
I think you're very gifted, and I know we're running out of time, but I do want to let you know or tell me about the EP that's coming out and what you're working on.
Yeah, I've got a new 5-track EP coming out. I also have a new single coming out called Forever and Tomorrow in the upcoming weeks. But the new EP is called The Recluse, and it's kind of why I'm growing a beard here and I'm growing my hair a little longer, is taking a step away from music that's super produced, and it's going to be a little bit more raw and intimate with the listener. So I'm really excited, and I'm going to play a new tune off of that song, or off of that EP too. So.
All right, while you're tuning up for that, I'm going to wish these guys a good weekend.
All righty.
Okay, so while he's tuning up, I want to thank you for tuning in for this show tonight and remind you to go out and explore the arts, music, and theater of our region. Have a great weekend. I know Preston is getting ready, and I think he's got a website and a playlist page, and he's on Reverb Nation, correct?
Correct.
All right,
I'm
so
on
there's
Facebook and all that jazz.
There's ways to find him, so you have your opportunity to catch Preston's new music anytime online. So without further ado, and a little pressure, you can play us out. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is a new song called Meant to Hold You.
It was a sunny summer day. The birds were singing and the kids were out to play. The breeze was cool and the grass was green, but your love made me stumble like the biggest fool you've ever seen. You're amazing, so I'll go. You don't need me, but it's showing. I was meant to hold you, to love you, to kiss you, to hug you, to never let you go. I was meant to please you, to squeeze you, to know you, to laugh with you beyond that perfect smile. 'Cause I can see the beauty that surrounds you, as if you brought the blue skies and the clouds too. I was meant to hold you. I was meant to hold you. Soon you're my best friend. You're so pure, the only thing I can't ignore. bright smile, to your glowing eyes. It's no wonder I feel this way inside. I feel I need you in my life to make me feel complete. When the world comes crashing down, we won't miss a beat, 'cause we've got each other, not any other. Time brings us together, now and forever, yeah. Forever. 'Cause I was meant to hold you, to love you, to kiss you, to hug you, to never let you go. And I was meant to please you, to squeeze